here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I hate this shit.
See, that's why it's echoing, because it's coming out the TV.
Goff on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. He's going to go for a big play. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He gets it to Gurley, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Blazing start to the game for him. 4 plays, 4 passes, and look at him now, 1st and goal. Pretty good start.
Already down there. Now, they just don't want to settle for 3. See if they can put the final words in the script and not get in the end zone.
Yeah, I just wonder what he's feeling out there right now, because he looks so locked in throwing the ball. I don't know if he's thinking it's like 7-on-7 in practice, or even something what we call routes versus air, where you just go through your game plan and your progressions, and there's no defense out there. That's the way he's cutting through him right now.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive. Put points on the board.
Larry, you ain't called that nigga man out?
I do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically,
you ain't called man out for that nigga leave and be gone all motherfucking day?
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
They changed it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes under pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
You ain't got to clear by yourself. The shit from we have no motherfucking choice.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down.
I don't know how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust. And that's why we will find him in this type of a situation.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Shit, ain't nobody in the 40 plate.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone.
Yeah, you know that.
Man open.
And Block said something in the group without responding to
He gets this across the 25-yard line. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Cup.
Yeah,
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
The Eagle trade started so good, every time I look at the girl. Alabama didn't look like that. Years after Alabama didn't look like that.
Yeah, that's that thing you took a picture of at the store. That's how he look like Block.
It's like dude seen him. It's like dude seen him. It's like dude seen him.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. Second and 10. Goff again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On the toss, it's Gurley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now is 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And no move to get the offense off the field. On 4th and 1. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And the Seahawks get ready to try it on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once it threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off and get it done.
Call him when it's being on the way. You can tell him that.
Up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. But my cousin texted me. He was trying to tell you the address right quick. I know you told me to text you the address, but he wanted to do it. I'm checking. No, he here with you right now. Yeah, he here now. I'm going to text you.
Territory. On an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
What up, man? Nah, I was over hollering at my cousin there. Calling them Budweiser, baby.
A handoff to Penny. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play
Damn,
call.
I missed that motherfucking
Because as a play
point.
call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
It's going to block it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
It's like, I called her, told her that motherfucker course. She was like, shit. Hey, cut this phone. Them kids ain't even learned. I don't know what time they come
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, good, because they're taking a Christmas shot in the sun right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, ain't shit bad. That shit ain't funny, boy. Motherfuckers always passing baby shit down.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover.
You can't never have too much of nothing.
They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
My niggas keep getting hurt.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Man, I know, man. I missed that motherfucker. No.
On second down, here's Goff. Flush to his right. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's gone. And then Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little
Man,
gain.
hit that hole.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his off season, but the film study he's been doing during the week. Because I think he's got matchups that he likes. His
intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And some room to work. The 40, 30, 10, 5. A big play there just before halftime. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
What is that?
Right up through the middle.
Right, like 20 yards.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 26-yard attempt. And a kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but it gets a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
Come on, bro. Hey, nothing was nothing.
Final play in the 1st half, barring a penalty as they come up on 1st and 10. Final shot before break here. And takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you cross-country Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to do a little bit more.
So the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And Thomas has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I thought you was talking about the Wilson. I still can't get it in my motherfucking
Here's a give to Penny. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into a run.
Wilson on 2nd down. Open is Thomas. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
You should have him bring the clothes up because mine got stopped.
What you get from the time?
There's D on ground.
What you get from the time?
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Give me some.
Here's Penny on the counter. Powers through. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
At least something they bring in stuff. You're on some real shit though, bro. That's why I introduced you. I bring grades.
From a Seattle touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good.
Man, I gotta find me some plays, man.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what that. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the All-Pro free safety, Earl Thomas. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seen the ball so
Safety went over there.
Well, that's after he went over.
with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
He's safe.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shot Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Penny showing folks he was indeed worth the first-round pick as the Seahawks come up on 1st down. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle there by John Johnson.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You know, that nigga, he ready to he should be hurt. I like that. I was 163.
And that one blown up quickly as he's got to be stopped before he could even get started. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Plain fried rice with extra egg.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Wait!
I'll put our notes on it. Look at that one that's it.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where he is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
White girl.
Will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You know, the St. Paul and them? I mean, they've got the cheese on too then.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nazir Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Goff. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nazir Jones in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now, look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after this is down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nazir Jones bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensive.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete. Target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, that's Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a no set of downs.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Yeah, Murder talking about at block. I'm going to say grocery bag said, what up? Shit.
Here's Carson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Hey, so I'm going to tell you, if he gets some millions enough to go and ride off in the sunset with after he get his ass whooped, he need to go and do that too, man. Shit. Yeah, that's true. But shit ain't no riding out in the sunset with them M's.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Man, Floyd already took the legacy.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Man.
Now it's Carson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the off season. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You fight that MMA dude.
Oh, Wilson gonna throw. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route.
You talking about
and they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Gotta go.
This is Carson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
14, run it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. They run it with Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, T's gave a damn good fight.
National Football League.
Jesus, what T that beat him.